Hello and welcome to another Naughty Egg Draw. I'm your lovely host Jake, and today we're going to be doing a review on the art supply subscription box, Sketchbox. Now, if you don't know what Sketchbox is one of those things where you get a subscription box sent to you once a month, filled with a bunch of different things, and Sketchbox itself is filled with a bunch of different art supplies, so I'm really excited to get into this, so how about we dive in? Alright, so I've had this sitting here for a couple days and I've been itching to get into it. The first thing I noticed that was really cool is that the box that they send it to you in has art that's actually on it from people that have sent in stuff getting this box and using the supplies. I find that really cool. This is by Elizabeth Whalen. They support the artists that support them by putting their art on the box. I think that's really, really cool. Every month it's a different thing, which is really cool too. It's not the same thing every month. Sometimes it's paints, sometimes it's markers, it's pencils, it's all these different things. And I think that's really cool. It kind of gives people a different challenge of different things you can do each month. Let's get into this box here. And here's another piece. Everything from their last box, people use stuff and they send it in. I think they tag them on Instagram. I think that's really cool that they actually do that. So there's 2 artists that they're actually showing so far already. Okay, so this is just a watercolor aqua board. Everything that's in here is probably going to be used to do watercolor stuff. First thing here, this is just a marker, so not watercolor so far. Oh, Van Gogh. I have used these paints. I've used the oils of these. This is watercolor. Another Van Gogh paint, phthalo blue. And these are watercolor based inks. So far we got yellow, blue, red. I assume this is probably going to be green then. I'm actually really interested to see how this works. I've never used this brand of ink before. But most of them when I paint, I actually paint with inks. Indian inks and things like that. Anything else in here? Oh, there's a brush. Okay, good, because I don't have any of my painting supplies with me. 4 things of paint. We got a marker here. We got a board that we can paint on. And then all the different stuff that they try to sponsor. And it's kind of nice that they have this list on here. It has the prices of everything on it, so that's kind of nice, so you can kind of know what you got for your money. This cost me about $30 for the box. So I'm going to add all this stuff up real quick. So $30.62. So basically what I paid for this entire thing. You're not, paying $30 for $10 worth of stuff. You're paying $30 for $30 worth of stuff, and I'm sure there's a lot of coupons you can find online for this kind of stuff. All right, so since we're dealing with watercolor stuff here, I pretty much have everything I need. They did send most of the stuff I need, but I need a cup of water and something to use as a palette. So I will be right back. Okay, so some of the items that I grabbed that didn't come in this package was some piece of paper that I was going to do some test strip stuff on. I want to know how this stuff works before I really start putting it on the board. Since it is paint, I can't erase it. I grabbed a little bit of wax paper. That's what I like to use when I'm mixing my stuff. It doesn't dry on there very fast. I can keep mixing my stuff. I like using wax paper. You can use a palette. It's kind of up to you. And another thing I grabbed is a straw. Since these are ink-based, a lot of the paintings that I do, I actually use a straw to kind of blow stuff around, see what artifacts I can get with that. So that's kind of a nice little trick, and you guys will see me using that later on with this. So I'm going to get some of this open so I can try it out. I want to see how all this lays down by itself. Yeah, so this is really what I'm used to working with. This works a lot like just normal inks do, Indian inks. Doesn't dry right away. That's kind of nice. The straw technique, what I do, get a bunch of pigment in one area with a bunch of water. Okay, there's something cut in my straw here. So you can get some really cool effects with the straw. I like doing that. There's a lot of different things I use randomly. I'll use combs, do all these different things. It's just really cool because you can control it, but you can't control it. Like, I wouldn't be able to make those lines look as organic if I tried to do that by hand. And the thing that was stuck in here was a spider egg. So right away I knew I wanted to do a painting of my little pup Stormy. Most of the time when I paint, I tend to make a lot of animals as my subject. I always find painting as a way to just let loose and relax, and I find nature and animals to be very calming as well, so I seem to blend the two together a lot to really let myself space out during the painting process. A lot of my paintings also lay within a realm of expressionism and modernism with just a splash of abstract. This works well when it comes to painting a picture of something like Stormy, where he's just a black and white dog. I can take the form but express its features using a lot of different colors. I really enjoy this process where you can look at something and still know what it is and maybe even who it is, even though you were really just letting loose and letting the paint do its thing. I also do want to apologize again for the audio. While I was recording everything, the battery was getting so low it was making my audio spike and cut out in a lot of parts, so I ended up having to pull the audio from my camera for most of those areas. I guess I was just really excited to test out my new lav mic that I ended up using up all the batteries. But I'm just going to let this finish up. Make sure you stay till the end so you can see the final piece. And I'll also go over how I feel about the Sketchbox as a whole at the end as well. Alright everyone, that is it. Sketchbox in all of its glory, a subscription-based box filled with a bunch of different art goodies. And let me know down below whether or not you think this box is worth the $30 every month, and whether or not you guys would like to see me do another one of these sketch boxes. Or if you guys know of any other subscription boxes that you guys would like to see me do a review on, leave a link for it down below and I'll do a review on it. All in all, I think this box was definitely worth it, at least for me. It forced me to do a painting, which is something I really haven't done in a long time, really since I've graduated college. I also think the Sketchbox is really cool for someone who's trying to experiment with other different art supplies, but they don't really know where to start. And with something like this, it forces these people to try different things that they maybe wouldn't have ever tried before. And I'm sure you can find some art supplies in these boxes every once in a while that become a new favorite item for you to use that you probably never would have even looked at when you were at the store. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. If you haven't yet, make sure you smack that sub button and hit that little bell button so you guys know when I'm posting these videos. But like always, keep drawing, and until next time, bye!